Whether we like it or not, the end of summer is arriving. Those cooler fall evenings are gonna show up any minute. This is the perfect dish that transitions you out of summer into that comfort food season. This is pasta alla Norma. We've got lots of our favorite ingredients from summer: basil, the tomatoes. If you haven't jarred them yet, watch my last video. I'll show you how to get a pantry full of those. You're gonna need some ricotta salata. It's kind of like a pecorino Romano, but if you can find it, grab this. Eggplant. You're gonna want any short tube pasta, like a penne. This is elicoidali, one of my favorites. And 3 cloves of garlic, a little bit of salt, some olive oil. Let's get cooking. So just take the top off, and what we want to do is cut 1-inch little discs, and then we're going to stack them and slice them on the side. Just stack these by 3s, it's probably the best, because it makes it easier for us to cut them. So why are we cutting them like this? We want them to essentially be the same size as our tube pasta. That is a little bigger. This will shrink when we're frying it. So when we put it all together in the pasta with the sauce, they'll be about the same size. That's the goal. It doesn't have to be exact, just try to aim for that. Once it hits about 325, do them in batches. You don't want to overcrowd the pan. We're just going to get a nice brown color on them and drop them onto a plate with some paper towel. Just have a slotted spoon or a mesh spoon like this. You might need some tongs just to turn them over to make sure all the sides are getting brown. This looks fine, actually. This is getting closer, still a little darker than that. That's what you want. Okay, let's prep our tomatoes for the sauce. Take the lid off. You only need about 1 liter of tomatoes. You could do 1.5 liters if you wanted. But what we're gonna do is we're just gonna break these up with our hands. You could use a hand emulsifier. I think this sauce, again, this is comfort food. You want kind of chunks of tomatoes in there. So with a clean hand, just get in here and mix these up. That's it. We just want a texture like this, and it will further break down as we're frying it. Okay, let's make the sauce. So in a separate fry pan, a couple big lugs of olive oil, and then we're just going to crush our garlic straight into the pan. Just a couple, maybe 30 to 60 seconds in the pan. Over a medium-low heat. Just going to sweat out all that garlic. And we're going to get the tomato sauce right in there. You don't want that garlic to burn. And that's it. So you still get all the nice little chunks of tomatoes because we crush these with our hands. If you want, just with a wooden spoon, just go through and just crush up any big chunks and help break them down. So turn the heat up to about a medium-high, and we'll bring that to a nice simmer and then lower it down a bit. We're gonna let this sauce simmer for about 20 minutes. So when you know this sauce is ready is when you can pull it and there's very little water that comes up into the track. This is still too watery, so we probably got another 10 minutes to go. Okay, we're starting to get there. Just keep stirring. Now, what you can see now, as I pull my wooden spoon through the pan. No more water comes in. Oil, well, maybe a little more. Yeah, could use another 2 minutes, but we're getting really close. So right now, what we can do is start to salt it. Not too much salt. The cheese is quite salty. A little salt and a little pepper. Okay. There we go. This is ready. Turn the heat down to minimum. We're going to add in all that nice eggplant we just fried. Gently, just incorporate that into the sauce. Everything's cooked now. It doesn't really need to cook. We just warm it back up in the sauce. And we're going to tear up a little basil to go in there. Okay, we'll save a little for the end. Just incorporate all of that into the sauce. Take that off heat, let the sauce set. About 450 to 500 grams of our chartreuse pasta. And we're just going to boil that till it's al dente. Now we're just going to take some of that ricotta salata. Right before we put the pasta in, we're just going to grate some of this into the sauce. As soon as the pasta is al dente, we just bring it right over. Turn the heat up. We'll just take down that water a little bit more, and then we can serve. Here's a little trick. Save some of the eggplant. And just put that right on top and finish it with more of the ricotta salata. And that's it. And as always, my favorite part of the whole video. Thanks again for watching. Like and subscribe and all that. And leave a comment. If you want to see me cook something, let me know.